This is why Hive is failing. Hive is the exact same it was 2 years ago, no new updates. Hive has removed Sky Royale, Snow Wars but returned. Sky Wars Christmas maps were removed. Sonic update was fun as hell, but it was removed very quickly, only 1 month. Then when you really contrast it with Cubecraft, there's almost constant updates, so many refreshes, there's so many game modes and so much effort in the maps and etc. There's lobby parkour, it's really good, and the maps are really expansive and they're very interesting, I'd say, compared to the Hive, which only has like a few and is not as interesting. But the main real reason why Cubecraft is just doing so much better compared to the Hive is because PvP is more standard and easier for new players to grasp, be able to play and actually understand. So if you compare that with like Hive and etc., it's really kind of like complex. Like if you think of like let's say Treasure Wars, there's a specific method to actually win, and that's not as easy as, let's say, Cubecraft's kind of just wacky fight kind of idea. Also, adding on to my point where with the game modes, Cubecraft has almost too many game modes. It's kind of crazy, and they're not really scared to delete an inactive game because they know there's always a fan base for games that are let's say not as easy to grasp and more interesting. This means that you have like more games in general, and they might be hard to understand, but they might be more interesting at the same time. There's like consistency to the games, I'm guessing. But then when you like look at Hive, it's really like hard to argue with Hive in this, because they really like to suit the game modes to the majority. Like let's say Treasure Wars and Sky Wars. Overall, it's kind of like Hive is just underwhelming compared to Cubecraft. Honestly, it's kind of underwhelming. And if you've tried Cubecraft before, and it's really fun sometimes. Like if you go to the right game mode, right stuff, it's kind of like Hypixel on like Java. There's just so much stuff to do. But if you haven't, I would recommend it because there is some things you just can't get on the Hive.